Right, so I'm just going to do a few more shuffles and then we'll get into it. All right, so hey everyone, just want to say welcome to the channel and to this live stream. I'm going to be doing it slightly differently this time. I figured while I'll also introduce myself and you can see me, I will probably then show you the actual layout of the cards just to mix it up a little bit and see how you prefer these kind of reading formats, whether you prefer seeing me, if you want to see the cards, a mixture. You know, it's just to get your feedback really until we find the layout that works for the majority of you. So yes, just want to say welcome. It's nice to speak to you live again. As you know, I'm planning to do a lot of more live sessions in general on the channel. So I just want to try and see what's going to be the best format. But in regards to this week's reading, we're going to be taking a look at just some key general messages that are coming through for a specific group of you, okay? So I'm dividing it in regards to the elements. So first we're looking at the fire signs, okay? So this particular live stream is specifically for fire signs. So we'll go through to Aries, then on to Leo, and then Sagittarius. So what I'm using for this particular reading is the Wild Unknown Tarot. It's a great deck. I love using this, particularly for getting the feel for the general energies. And what we'll be looking at is just really what it is that you need to know at this time. What also is going to be being called for release. Also, we'll be looking at what you need to be aware of, what you need to be cautious of, and also what to be grateful for at this time. Okay, so those are the four main energies that we'll be looking at. So it's going to be fairly quick fire. I can't spend too much time on each sign. So we'll be going through the key energies there without further clarification. And I am actually kind of sick right now. So it's really important that I don't spend too long on each reading because I do need to rest. So I hope you enjoy this. I hope you find it useful and let's get stuck in. So I'm just going to move the camera down so you can see. You can probably see my laptop there. There you are. So you can see my hands and you can also see the cards, all right? So let's get into it. I love my new little sand timer. I've not used it before. I don't know how long this goes on for, but let's check it out. All right. So what do we have for Aries to begin with? What are the key messages for the sign of Aries, particularly for this weekend and moving towards the end of May 2020? So from the 15th of May until the 30th. Okay. So I'm going to change the view here so it's from your perspective. Okay. So what is it that needs to be released for Aries at this time for May 2020? Just one card, please. That's too many. What does Aries need to release? All right. Oops. Now, what is it in regards to Aries that they need to be aware of? What do they need to be cautious of at this time for May 2020? Okay. And finally, what is it that Aries needs or should be grateful for at this time? What are the blessings for Aries at this time? Sorry, I think it was supposed to be that way, but I'm just getting confused with the layout. Okay, so let's get stuck in then. Aries, all right? So to begin with, in regards to what it is that you need to know, you have the Three of Swords here, okay? So this is air energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, okay? This talks about pain, heartache, disappointment, things that you've been holding back on, things that you're not communicating, okay? Because you're so caught up in your heart space, right? There's something that you need to release at this time. And you're finding it difficult because it's something that is painful. It's something that carries a lot of memories, right? It's something that hasn't been purged yet, I feel like. So it's something that you have a little bit of difficulty releasing because there's still so much wrapped up in that emotion, okay? There's so many things that need to be addressed within that, okay? So be aware that just because you're pushing it to one side and dismissing it doesn't mean that the pain isn't still very present. And that doesn't mean that, certain circumstances are not still playing out in the background. Certain energies are not present simply because you're turning a blind eye to your pain. It's still very visceral, it's still very real. So just be aware of that. And it may not be as strong as heartbreak or disappointment in the level of having to walk away from a person or, something, a situation that holds a lot of weight for you. It could simply be that, you found it hard to release an old cycle and move forward. So take it however it resonates for you. In regards to what it is that you do need to release, you have the Nine of Cups in reverse, okay? So this is water energy, Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio. So yeah, with it being in reverse, I feel like this is what I was talking about, all those emotions that are wrapped up in whatever this situation is, okay? Whatever this old cycle was or whatever you've been kind of pushing to the back of your mind because it's too painful to focus on, or it's just a lot of complications. There's a lot of things that are tied up in this one situation. There may be a lot of people or a lot of connections involved in this, whatever it is. It's bearing a lot of weight on you, okay? So it's time to release it. It's time to think about, how you can free yourself and those tied into this situation, okay? From this karmic cycle, from this toxic energy that's lingering, okay? Because it's doing you harm and doing those who are still very much energetically tied up in this situation harm, okay? So it's releasing the negative emotions, essentially. In regards to your caution here, so what you need to be very much aware of is you have the Ace of Wands in reverse, so fire energy. This is your element, okay? As well as Leo and Sagittarius. So what this is communicating here is that until you release, this burden, this weight, this emotional turmoil, whatever it is that's weighing heavy on your mind and on your heart space in the background, you cannot manifest a new beginning. You cannot manifest significant changes, a new lifestyle, okay, until you release whatever this situation is, okay, whatever that is, this emotional burden is for you, okay, or close this old cycle out, essentially. Then you'll be able to create this fresh new beginning. Then you can really tap into your creativity and your passion again, right? And then finally, what it is you need to be grateful for at this time, you have the Six of Pentacles, right? So earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. So this is essentially saying that, there's a lot of abundance, there's a lot of equal give and take coming in, okay? So wherever you may felt things were imbalanced in the past, that's changing, okay? Balance is being restored into your life, okay? That's why it's essential that you release these energies, the toxic, heavy energies, right? Because it's not going to be healthy for you. It's not going to help you move forward, right? So in order to really, truly see your blessings, in order to see the abundance that's being offered, that's coming in, this equal give and take, you need to be able to free yourself from this energy. And then you'll see just how blessed you truly are, okay? So I hope that helps, Aries. The general message here is that the only thing that's really holding you back at this time is the negative emotions and thought processes that you have surrounding a particular situation. Once you're able to fully release, even if that involves forgiving someone in the process, that's when you'll be able to tap into that creative divine spark that you have. You'll be able to move forward, and you'll be able to see all the blessings that you truly have, because there is a lot of abundance coming in. There's a lot of blessings that you already have. Okay, so you'll be able to see that more clearly. So I hope that helps anyway for you. So now I'm just going to tilt the camera again so you can see me for a minute. Hi. So I hope that helps, as I said. So now I'm going to go into the reading for Leo at this time, okay? So we just done Aries. If you missed that, you can go back and rewind. So now we're going to take a look at Leo. As I said, these are quick fire messages. This is just to give you the general energies, okay, of what's being shown to you at this time in order to help you understand what it is that's essential for you to be in your awareness at this time. It's going to help you to move forward by releasing it. Some key energy here, what you need to be aware of, what you need to be cautious of, but also what you should be grateful for also. So let's have a look then. So what's going on for you guys, Leo? Let's see what energies are present for you at this time from the 15th of May to the end of the month. So, Leo, what is it that you need to be aware of at this time? Whoop. I feel like this is the one. Even though I had a billion try to come out for you just then. What is it that you need to release? What is it that you need to be cautious of? Oh my gosh, this is crazy. Everything's just wanting to fly up at this time. What is it that you need to be cautious of? Okay. And finally, what is it that you should be grateful for? What is it to, what should you be grateful for at this time? Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's get into it then for you guys. Down we go. Sorry if you can keep seeing my laptop there. Okay, so in regards to what it is that you need to know at this time, Leo, to begin with, you have the Eight of Wands here, okay? So your element fire, okay, as well as Aries and Sagittarius. What this is communicating is that it's important to be aware that while there are obstacles, there are challenges, okay, there may be many pathways opening up to you. It can be very difficult to navigate, okay, these winding pathways where there's many intersections, not knowing which way is right, you know, not being able to see up from down, not knowing which path is your path. I feel like there's going to be some kind of divine communication that's coming in to help you see clearly, to help you navigate which path is right for yourself, okay? What resonates with what it is you truly want, okay? Because the universe isn't going to force you on a path that you don't feel is aligned to your true will, okay? It's aware of what your will is. You express that, whether it's in dream state, whether it's when you're actually projecting, whether it's, you know, wishes that you put out into the universe, prayers, whatever you do, right? So you're only going to be guided towards something that's actually truly aligned with what resonates at your center, okay, at your core, right, at the very core of your being. So don't be afraid to open up and ask for guidance to see clearly what it is that you're trying to move towards, what it is that's going to be, you know, in alignment with your true vision, okay? So that's what you need to be aware of at this time. In regards of what you need to release, you have the Six of Cups here, so water energy. This is Pisces, Cancer, and Scorpio, okay? So this is talking about nostalgia, things from the past, things that have come and gone, what once was, okay? Things that are no longer present in our lifestyle for whatever reason, okay? So there may be something from your past that you're still holding on to tightly because there were some good memories, there's some good energy around it, possibly some attachments, okay, that you're finding hard to release at this time, okay? And that's what you're being asked to do exactly. The thing that you don't want to do, you're kind of being guided towards doing, because that will open you up, that will free you up and be able to see your path more clearly if you're not holding on to something so tightly, right? Because it's like they always say, the best thing to do if you love something that much is to release it, okay? And allow it to come back to you, right? Because it may be that what once is no longer in your life will not be gone forever, okay? There will be a way in which you'll come back into your life at a more appropriate time, right? A more appropriate time for you. Now may not be it, or there may be something that you're hanging on to that's become toxic or that's become too heavy to carry, right? So the best thing you can do is release it and allow it to flourish and be, and just appreciate the memory of it, but give yourself space to move forward, okay? So in regards to what you need to be cautious of at this time, you have the Daughter of Swords here, okay? So this is air energy. So we're talking Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. You may need to be, with the Daughter of Swords, that essentially is the Page of Swords, right? So what it's saying is that you may need to be careful of what actions you take, particularly when it comes to a situation from the past or a connection from the past. Because what you do next towards this person with regards to this situation can have long-lasting effects, okay? There can be long-lasting karmic consequences, right? So it's important to be aware of that, and that you don't add more weight, right, to the situation simply because you're finding it difficult to release this connection or release things that are no longer in your present, right? Your present circumstances. And then finally, in regards to what you should be grateful for at this time, you have the Ace of Cups in reverse. And while that might seem very strange, that the Ace of Cups are in reverse, this is water energy, of course, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. This can actually be a blessing in disguise, because this is saying, look, you're not quite ready to take this new step yet, but that's fine, because what you're doing essentially is you're pouring back into your cup. You're not ready to pour into anyone else's cup, particularly if you are single right now, because there's a lot of self-love that needs to take place. There's a lot of healing that's taking place behind the scenes, right? So now is not the time to go around trying to find the perfect partner and fill someone's cup when yours is still not even full, right? Nowhere near full. So that's what your focus needs to be on, filling your cup. And then you'll be in a position where you can start afresh, start anew, and start a new connection, okay, if you are single. If you are in a relationship already, now might be the time to pull back a little bit, not saying cut off your love or to be distant from this person, but simply to draw back your energy a little bit so you can pour back into yourself. Because if you're so focused on pouring into this relationship, pouring into this other person, you're going to find yourself very depleted, okay? So the best thing you can do right now is pour back into yourself, because you're the one that needs it most, okay? And I think what you'll be surprised to find is that you have someone there who wants to pour into you also, that sees that you need this time for yourself to heal, okay? To really calibrate, right, your energies. So if you're in a relationship, allow this person to be the one that pours into you, okay? You may be used to pouring your energy, your love so much into this connection. But now, there's got to be this equal give and take. So don't be afraid to accept, right, the love and support that's coming in, because that's going to help you, okay? That's going to help you heal any lingering energies from the past, okay? It's a beautiful thing when someone wants to do that for you. So don't be afraid to take that support, right? However, in whatever form that comes in, it could even be a friend, right? A very good friend or family member that's trying to support you, to, encourage you, show you love, show you that you matter, show you that your dreams are valid, all the rest of it, okay? So accept that support, because you are blessed. You're lucky that you have someone who cares so much about you, okay? So that's the key energies that I get here, that don't be afraid to accept support when it comes in. It's okay to not be ready to take the next level of a relationship or to embark in a new relationship if you're single. It's important to fill your own cup first, okay? And that, whatever actions you take moving forward in regards to a past connection or, simply how you approach love moving forward is going to be very important, because it's going to have an effect on your well-being and the karmic situation that plays out. So just be aware of that. And yeah, as long as you focus on where it is that you want to head, that you communicate authentically what it is that you want. And if you're not sure, don't be afraid to ask, okay? Don't be afraid to reach out, because the support is available. So I hope that helps you, Leo, all right? So, just Aries, and that will sum up the fire signs, okay? So, let's have a look then for Sagittarius, the key messages here that's going to help them through, from the 15th, i.e. today, until the end of the month. And what key messages need to be brought to your awareness. So Sagittarius, what is it that you need to know at this time? First of all, what is it that you need to release? What is it that you need to be cautious of? Ooh, I feel like both cards came up then. And what is it that you should be grateful for at this time? Okay. So we'll go into it now. Sagittarius. So, first card, in regards to what it is that you need to know at this time, you have the Page of Swords in reverse, okay? So this is air energy. This is Libra, Aquarius, and Gemini. So what it's saying here is that now might not be the time to act, okay? You may feel like there is this impulsive need to move forward, to do something that's going to create a bit of a shakeup in your life, that's going to create, I don't know, maybe some kind of sense of stability in some way. Maybe you've been feeling like in some aspect, things have not been quite stable. You feel like there's a change that's needed, a drastic change. But now might not be the right time to create that shakeup, okay? There may be some information that you need first. You may need to look into some aspects of this, whatever this is first, before you move forward and take that step, okay? Because I feel like whatever you're wanting to do is in a completely new way. It's a new approach to something. It's a new direction. So you may need some more information, get the facts first before you make an impulsive decision, okay? Or before you take action. So in regards to what it is you need to release at this time, you have the 3 Earth Pentacles, okay? So this is Earth energy. We're talking Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. With it being in reverse as well, it's like you may be finding challenges where there is none, okay? Or you're looking at the finer details or overlooking the finer details because you're afraid that once you do, it will put you off or it will prevent you from moving forward, okay? So just being aware, like I said, there is more information that needs to come to your awareness. So looking at the finer details is not a bad thing. Yes, it might feel a bit time consuming in some ways, okay? Because you have to hang fire, you have to look at this, that, and the other, look at things from both perspectives, weigh up the pros and cons, right? And you may even need to get some advice, okay? Some practical advice around this before you make a decision. But that's not a bad thing, okay? Particularly if it's in regards to a field, a subject matter that's way out of, your normal, area of expertise. It's good to get, insight, particularly from someone who specializes in that. So don't be afraid to seek professional guidance or help to help you move through this situation, to help you get the information that you need so you can make an informed decision, right? So if you've been feeling like you have to do it on your own, that's not the case, okay? You need to release the idea that only, you have to do it as a solo mission. That's not what I'm seeing here. In regards to what you need to be cautious of at this time, you have the Hierophant in reverse. Okay, so this is Taurus energy. So you could be dealing with a Taurus, or particularly with this card here and seeing the 3 of Pentacles plus the 2 of Pentacles, it could very well be a Taurus that you're dealing with or will be dealing with. Either way, I feel like what the warning is here is that that you don't ignore better judgment, okay? That maybe there is already someone present that's aware of your situation, that's trying to give you valuable advice, okay, that's going to help you move forward. It's going to help you make an informed decision, but you're not willing to listen to the advice because you're feeling impatient, or because you feel like maybe you can't trust this person, or you feel like it might be coming from, a bad place, or they want to see you fail, or they're just trying to hold you back in some way. But I don't feel like that's the case. That's not the energy I get here. So the warning is that you don't ignore this valuable advice that's trying to come in, because that can prevent you making a hasty decision and making a wrong decision, or making a decision that's not going to give you the results that you wanted, simply because you weren't willing to take the advice of another, or because you were not trusting, or because you were getting impatient, right? And then finally, what you have to be grateful for at this time, you have the Two of Pentacles, as I said, okay? So more earth energy. So this is really looking at trying to find a balance between following your own instinct, following what you feel is right to yourself, but also be willing to take advice, get the facts, get the information you need, okay? Weigh it, like I said, weigh up the pros and cons and know what you need to do moving forward, okay? The best approach to get the best outcome, right? That's the energy I'm getting here from this reading as a whole. Like, take the best approach to get the best possible outcome, right? So you may need to give yourself time to weigh that up, as I was saying. And what you have to be grateful for in regards to this is the fact that you possibly have more than one person trying to help you, okay? You may have family members, you may have friends, colleagues, like I said, professional counsel, advice, people that specialize in a specific field where, whatever it is you're trying to create, accomplish, attain, is something that they do as a job, right, for a living, or they have expertise in. So when this advice comes in, or when someone's trying to support an endeavor, trying to support you financially, especially if it does for you, okay? So I hope that helps you if it does apply. Okay, so just going to show my face again here. Hello. So yeah, fire signs. I hope you find that useful. I know this was kind of like a quick fire session, because as I was saying, I just wanted to get the key energies here. Don't worry if you missed the video, you can replay and watch this back, okay? So you can also, if you're missing it altogether, you can find this video on the channel. It will be going up straight afterwards. I won't have the timestamps immediately, but they will be going up as soon as possible. Probably when I finish doing the next live stream, actually, then I'll do the timestamps for the two videos before I move on to the final two live streams, okay? So as I was saying, I do need a break in between, so I'll use that time also to get the timestamps on there where possible. So I hope this helps, the information that was provided. If it's not your situation, if you don't feel like those energies apply to you, that's fine. Just disregard the reading, okay? Because it's going to be for specific people. It's not going to resonate for absolutely everybody, okay? So don't try and force it if you don't feel like it was your message, okay? But either way, I hope you have a great Friday evening. You can take a look at this. Sorry, I forgot to mention this before. You can take a look at these readings in regards to your sun, moon, and rising signs, okay? So if you're curious about your other placements, feel free to check out the other live streams, okay? And yeah, I hope to see you there. Otherwise, have a great evening. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Do like the video if you found it useful. And I will speak to you soon. Bye, 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 bye.